Hull train service from King's Cross to Hull. I thought we'd just film it. Now made it to Howden. And there's a Hull train service to Hull approaching. This has come from King's Cross. They've relayed some track here, and they've even relayed the crossover. Oh, my word. It's two together. Never seen that before. Two together. That is unusual. Blocked the crossing for a minute or two there while they stood. They ought to extend the platforms a lot further here, especially if they're going to start using 10-car formations like that. And TransPennine ought to stop here a bit more often. So yes, the track layout looks pretty good here. I'm surprised they've relayed the crossover though. That is really unexpected because it was so hardly used. It was that. I've never seen anything use it. It was always pretty tarnished. It was, and I must say it's got a little bit of a shine, as if something has ridden over it. A very thin shine. Because if you did a Hull turn back, a peak hour when it started here and went all stations to Hull, you could just stop it and start it on this end of the platform, couldn't you? It's just a 3-car set or something like that, 158 or 2-car 158, whatever. Because you've got a dolly to go back off just there. You just cross back over and stop on the opposite side possibly. You'll always do that. Now we're going to get on this train and go to York. And this is a limited stop service now. It only stops at Selby and York. It goes via Hambleton North Curve. So another 155. Just gone through Wrestle. There's the castle, the trees and the River Derwent. I do like this area. Perhaps in better weather. On the approach to Selby. And we're about to cross the river. Doesn't look like the loop there's been used much, but because I've never been in there, never ridden it. There we are, the tide is on the way out now. Yeah, it's dropped a bit. Not much, just a bit. And here we are, this is Selby. Maybe it's Selby now. Don't tend to use platform 1 for starting trains unless it's turbinated there, it won't be 3. So around to the right. Just crossed over now at Hambleton East Junction. It's been some time since I've done this curve, because this is only a single track here now, which will take us straight down onto the top part of the Selby diversion. Because technically you could take a train from Doncaster towards Leeds this way, simultaneously as we're doing this, so we can do the other curve. Might have perhaps been better on the opposite side. Calton North Junction, and now we're on the East Coast Main Line proper. That's the footbridge there where we used to. Haven't been there for ages. Just past Calton Junction. It's quite a bit faster than going by Sherburn and Church Fenton is this from Selby to York. It'd be even faster if we got a 158 or a turbo start. Because this is limited to 75 miles an hour, I think is this unit. Now at York, just coming on this train here from Howden. We're up to platform 10, I think it is now, for the train to Castleford. That's the one that stops there. Okay, so let's do it. Right, here we are. Looks like it could be 2 units, unless they're splitting it off. Just taking the front one. Who knows, we'll soon find out. They're not connected, so I think it'll be just this front unit. Just leaving York. We're going on the Leeds line, so we'll be crossing over, no doubt. Just north or just south of Calton Junction, I would imagine. Here's the York avoiding line coming back in, which doesn't seem to see a right lot of use. Even freight trains go through the station for whatever reason. Too lazy to then we'll signal them round that way. Here's Holgate sidings. Crossing over here now at Calton South Junction, so we can access the Normanton lines directly. So now on the up Normanton. Coming up to Sherburn in Elmet now. There's a Newcastle Liverpool in front of us, but I thought that would have shown a clean pair of heels by now, because it's not stopping at Castleford. So this is Sherburn and Elmet. It's about 25 minutes, half-hour walk to South Milford from here. Fairbanks. You have to cut a few trees down here to see it better. So we've gone past Burton Salmon now, where the line towards Ferrybridge and Pontefract Baghill have branched off. And this is the river there. So we're now in West Yorkshire now. We cross from North Yorkshire to West Yorkshire. Right, we're almost in sight of Castleford now, at least the driver is. Once we pass that last bridge. So we've walked round here a few times. This is what was Castleford East Junction now, where the line from Burton, Allerton Bywater joined this line. But it's gone as that now, because there's a bridge further down there that's been removed. This is actually signalled, it's a bit overgrown, and it's actually signalled to work. But something's ridden over that crossover, I think. Doubt if it was recent. And the next signal up here now has got a feather on it for that little siding that was the Allerton Bywater line. Come up to Carlton Lanes now. Here we are, this is the signal with feather on it. It's not the original one, obviously. And this is the back of Carlton Lanes shopping centre. Castleford. Stopped fairly well back. Yes. Right, see what we do next. Right, it's leaving Castleford now, the one we just got off from York. It's been studied about 3 or 4 minutes. Service from York it is to here. It's incredible. Right, we need a bus to Ponty now. Right, let's see if we can get on that one. 141. Now we're on the 141 and we just left the Freeport Junction 30 to Escape Retail Park, heading for Pontefract, and I believe I've just heard a rumour that there's a diversion now, so we'll see what that is, I'm sure. Now that we can't actually go up to the left because there's some low bridges further up which I'd forgotten about. So I don't know where we're going to go, we'll soon find out though. Right, we are doing this new road. So I don't know just exactly where we're going to go after that, because they said there's a low bridge near Pontefract Monkhill Station. It's only 30 mile an hour up here, but it's absolute crap is that, 'cause it's a single carriageway road in the middle of nowhere, so technically it should be 60.
Yes, it should be 60.
I must admit, I don't think 60, certainly 40 or 50 perhaps, but 30 is just ridiculous. Hardly anyone sticks to 30, unless there's any Gestapo around. Turning right and going over that level crossing out thing where Prince of Wales signal box is or was, so it should be going right here now, I think, otherwise we will be in a mess. Yes, we are doing. Just let us go, that car. So get round. This ought to be a bit wider. This is ridiculously narrow. It is. So we're on another bus route now. I don't know what it is, but this has been realigned here when they put that new road in. So this is the line from Monkhill down to Castleford and Glasshouse. So this bridge up here now, which goes underneath the Wakefield line between Monkhill and Tanshelf, this is high enough. It's rather narrow, but it's high enough to get a decker under it. 14.3, so it's only just literally, it's literally right on the limit. Yeah, I've had deckers under there before, so right in the middle. Yeah, plenty of space there. Ooh, a bit of a to-do here, didn't they? What's going on? Fire engines. Looks like an old pub or something. We saw those fire engines at the motorway junction. They must have come straight up somehow past Ponty Park, as they didn't overtake us. Anyway, let's get to Baghill Station. Right, here we are. Sheffield York service. So we'll just nip to Sherburn and Elmet on this one. Then either walk over to South Milford or just go straight to Selby from Sherburn and Elmet. We'll see. Nothing's set in stone just yet. bit of a fair bit of a step here it is. Right, bye-bye Pontefract Bag Hill. Last time we tried to get this through, we just missed it. Walk down here in the past we have. We're coming up to the motorway. Showed, I think one with M62 and the other's the new M1, A1. Road coming up now, that's it, walk down there 2 or 3 times in the past. And that's the LOY line to Goole, Bridge Junction. That's the line from Nottingley. There's a curve just joined a little bit earlier which is from Monkhill. Now cross into North Yorkshire again. Right, this is Milford Junction that we're approaching now. Going slow because we're crossing over. Ooh, the rabbit. Rabbit. These points really need to be realigned and smoothed out. 25 mile an hour is far too slow, 20 even. And that line over there goes straight round to Gascoigne Wood and Selby. It's about time there's a service on that. So we're actually now on the same line as we were from Castleford, heading in the opposite direction. York to Castleford rather. In Elmet, so bail here and walk over to South Milford. Something to do. Right, so Sherburn and Elmet. So that's heading off to York. It'll go back to Sheffield a bit later. The level crossing is still... Oh, hang on. No, it's not. It's stopped. There's a little tiny barrier here, isn't there? About 3 or 4 foot long. The next one to Bridlington, which goes around the Sherburn Gascoigne Wood curve, is 1702, which we could just wait here 20 minutes and get on it, but I thought rather than do that and have loads of time to wait at Selby, we'd walk over to South Milford. Right, here it is. This is a Trans-Pennine service that is booked to come this way because it's the Castleford York service. Manchester Piccadilly to York via Castleford. It's a shame it doesn't stop here. That would be really convenient. Anyway, let's get on to South Milford. Okay, the barriers are up now. This is the centre of Sherburn Helmet now. And the road doglegging across to the right is the 1222 towards Leeds. We've done rail replacements down there in the past. I have. So, we're going left here now. There's a fish shop on the corner. Yeah, Fish Bang. If it's open, we'll have some chish and fips. If it isn't, well, hard luck. looking back there to Sherburn, and the sun's come out. Amazing. Let's hope it starts to dry everything up now and swell my red currants and black currants at home. That would be lovely. Right, it's another half mile or so down here. You know, we'd be pushing it if it were on time. It's about 5 minutes late is this train. It's about Garforth area now. This is South Milford. Well, centre of South Milford's a bit further down there, but we can just turn right now to the station. I hope they don't ever rename this station South Sherburn. It's South Milford and it needs to stay that way. There was talk of doing that at one time. Oh, right, and there's the sun now. And we're on this side because we've got to Selby. There's a train here. Now I think this will probably be a turn back from Leeds. It would have normally gone to York but can't go to York because of the bridge work at Barkston Ash. So I don't think it can reverse it. I think it's got to go to Gascoigne Wood. This our train's only about East Garforth. Yeah. Oh, it's on the opposite side. I thought it was on this side. Hasn't got Leeds on it yet though, has it? This is where the foot crossing was there, but they extended the platforms, that's why they had to take it away, which is a shame. You have to extend the platforms the other way. And here's our next train now, just on to Selby. Not going back to Howden again now. We've had enough of that. So 58 to 758, which I think means it's a former ScotRail one. Ex-Halifax. Coming into Selby. Just had a brief few moments there whilst I was eating some fish and chips. So here we are, this is the Selby Canal curve there, that line leading off to the right. And it's got a reasonably good shine on it, that. Something must be using that fairly regular. I'd like to know what. Selby, right. She's heading off to Hull now. Now we don't want that one this time, Manvik. Let's go over to the other side anyway. Right, this is the down service. I think it goes to Beverley. It does. So, alright, yep. Caught me on the up then for a minute, did this, looking at the centre. You've got the main line now, not the feather. So, straight to Donny. Right, I haven't done this for a while. Since February, I suppose. And we did it all the way through to King's Cross and Pancras, of course. We didn't go King's Cross then. So that is the line now round to Leeds and York, where we just came from earlier. So the old main line now, 1983 route of the East Coast Main Line, which still exists here. Selby Canal Curve rejoining. And here's the canal bridge over the Selby Canal, just up ahead. Going somewhere up here. That's it, that's the Selby Canal. You see it very well. Now Selby Diversion is over on the right. The initial high-speed one, you might say. Purpose-built main line. So there's a short section of single track just ahead, which is really annoying. At least I would have thought it was really annoying because you can't take two trains to this junction simultaneously. Right, we're on that single track section now for about 100 to 200 yards over the bridge. You can see the different ages in bridges there very clearly. And we're now about to join the 1983 alignment. Obviously they got Intercity 125s by Selby years ago when they were first introduced, and before that Deltics, and before that steam. A4s, A3s, A1s, but all sorts. This is the goal line. I haven't done that for a while.
I know, but it's not working. Is that my one?
Right, so we're going to get this train to York. Newcastle train. So we'll just nip to York and come straight back to Leeds. Okay. Southeastern unit over there, and let's do it up here. And there's some rather scabby looking Class 47s over there. Not sure whether they're going to be restored or not, who knows. Answers on a postcard please. So, Selby Diversion straight to York. See if this manages to attain 125 mile an hour. There was a Grand Central service which was a 1 minute connection. That was something, if I'd have put a bit of effort in I could have probably got it, but I didn't bother. That's a Grand Central service for Bradford, obviously. So that's the line to Leeds via Wakefield, Westgate and South Hemsel. Selby Diversion, and this is Hambleton South Junction. That is the line route to South Milford and Leeds, and we're going to go underneath the Leeds Selby Hull line. That is that, so we passed over there not that long ago. I think if we traced a route map of what I've actually done today, it'd look like crazy paving. This is Bishop Wood here now. Now this is actually where they must have dug out a load of trees, I think, to put the Selby Diversion in back in 1983. I bet the environmentalists wouldn't like that now. Flipping arms. But there's still loads of this wood left, especially on the right hand side, on the upside. Here's the main line from Leeds and Church Fenton and Sheffield via Pontefract Baghill. That's well in advance of being electrified now, it is. Colton Junction proper. See if we cross over to the Leeds lines or stay on the main line. I think at this speed we'll stay on the main line. It's only 70 miles an hour, the crossovers. Transpennine freight on there. Wow, a freight on the actual avoider. I don't believe it.
So we will sit at York for about 30 minutes till we're due to depart at 19:03.
Yeah, got some standing time here. Could have a wander and a bit of a break. If you're continuing further north, I'll jump on another train. So we're supposed to be going on platform 5. There's a Liverpool train due out pretty soon, straight to Leeds via Castleford. So we'll go on that one and we'll just go home now because I'm getting it installed. What at York? Right, here we are, Liverpool Lime Street service. So we'll get this one to Leeds via Castleford and then straight home to Cottingley. I hadn't intended to do any vlogging today as such, because I haven't got the Osmo Pocket 3, it's all on the iPhone, is this. But never mind. Drop the Panzo shortly, I would think. So, penultimate train of today, and we're on the Leeds line. Another crossover further up to get to the Normanton lines.
Everything sounds like about this, the 1850 Transport Express service to Liverpool Lime Street. Next stop will be Leeds, then on to Dewsbury, Huddersfield, Manchester, Victoria, Italy, Wells, Lee Green, and Liverpool Lime Street. My name's Ian, and we began from to Leeds. Any questions or queries, give us a shout as I pass through the train. In the interest of safety and security, CCTV is an operation throughout this train. If you do see aught suspicious, please mention it to me as I pass
See
through.
aught suspicious. It's a bit typical Yorkshire, isn't it? To Sherburn in Elmet again, which is where we were earlier and where we got off and walked over to South Milford. Not stopping this time. So it passed through, stopped, got off. Now we're passing through again. So the local train that we're following just a few minutes back has turned off now towards Selby. We've taken the main line here now and going straight to Castleford. We are main line on that, the other one we got the feather. So that's the line, that's Sherburn South Junction and around to Gascoigne Wood, which is where that local York Hull Bridlington service will have gone. Milford Junction, and this is the line joining now from Gascoigne Wood, the south-facing side of the triangle, and these points here now allow access back down to Pontefract Bag Hill, or back up that way, which is where we did earlier from Ponty to Sherburn. So now we're on the Castleford line proper now. It'll just curve away at Burton Salmon. That's the SMK now curving away towards Ferry Bridge in the south, Pontefract Bag Hill. Nice houses down there. Yep. The Transpennine passengers on the opposite side. So coming up to Castleford now. I don't think anything's going to block our path, but we'll see. When they upgraded this station, they ought to have made it faster. At least towards Normanton and Leeds. 25 miles an hour is far too slow. That's the old box, Castleford West Junction, and this is the line over to Monkill and Howden, which is back in use. It was out of use, was that for a while. We're gradually turning to face west now, aren't we, or slightly north west. River Aire, I think again, that is it. There's a canal somewhere up here as well. Because Whitwood Junction to Methley Junction is the slowest side of this triangular formation. The main line's through where Altofts used to be, which is Methley to Altofts Junction. should have. Yeah, we have got a green light there, so it's straight through now. Once we get past Metley Junction, we're about to accelerate. Oh, he's doing it now. He's getting his toe down because we have a virtual clear run all the way to Leeds now, I think. It's about time the speed increased, both this and the other line, I think. It's far too slow. I don't know why it is so, because it's not particularly tightly curved. And this is the middle of mainline proper now here. This is Holbeck Depot. This is the curve now here that avoids Leeds and goes straight out towards, well, I suppose Huddersfield. We could use that if we weren't calling it Leeds, but and Bradford and Harrogate. Oh no, not Harrogate. You can't get to Harrogate from that curve, not unless you do a shunt at Worley Junction. So we are something, well, fairly early at the moment, about at least 5, if not 10 minutes early. This bridge here now is the old Farnley Holbeck Viaduct route, Gelded Road Junction. Hasn't been used since about 1987, I don't think. I always remember going out that way. More common than Copley Hill Way when I was a teenager. So yeah, that's the curve that misses out Leeds. There were plans, I think, back in the early 90s for a brick man to be built in this triangular layout here, but thankfully it hasn't happened. It looked absolutely hideous if it did. It's that one over there, I wonder. Could be Carlisle Leeds, or Morecambe Leeds, possibly.
Show you where you need to keep all your tickets when you exit the station for use on the barrier.
There's no great rush to get up and get off here because it reverses here obviously out towards Liverpool, and it will not be leaving until 45, so it's a good 10 minutes early. Our next train now is in platform 13, just one stop back to Cottingley. It's there now at 185. Let's get over to the Manchester Piccadilly stopping service. Which is there. 91 set there on platform 9, which I think we could have done if we'd gone straight from Doncaster to Leeds, but we got that one. Anyway, we did what we did, and this is our final train of today. Can't get on it yet though. There's a freight coming through, plus 60. My guess is that's come from Rylestone. Old Melly. Now, if this train was as long as some of the freight trains you see in the States, it will probably take about 10, maybe 15 minutes to pass through Leeds. But the train will probably stretch halfway to Crossgates. But I don't think you could ever run a freight train or any train that long in this country. Fair length, isn't it? It is. I will check what it is, but my guess is Rylestone to either Tilken or Hunslet just down near Neville Hill, or it'll be going right through to Hull. If it's not that, well, we'll see. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on our train to Cottingley. Right, this is our route we just came in at from York via Castleford. And we're going to cross over from E to F, I think, just here now. What used to be a pretty rare move at one time. Oh, we're not doing it. Oh, must be using the far crossover for whatever reason. Must have taken that crossover out again. Who knows? See another few days if it goes all rusty again.
Manchester Piccadilly, calling at Cottingley, Morley, Radley, Dewsbury, Ravenstall, Murfield, Deaton, Huddersfield, Slough, Marsden, Greenfield, Mossley, Staley Bridge and Manchester Piccadilly. The next stop will be Cottingley. For your safety and security, this train is fitted with CCTV.
And we're almost back home now. Certainly travelled some miles today. Wonderful. Right, we'll let this train play us out and then we'll head home. Anybody else got off? Oh, two. Nobody on though. Well, it's a little unexpected videoing today. I didn't expect to do a video, although we'll just, as we've done it, and had a fair walk here and there. Eastrington, Howden, and then Sherburn, South Milford, and whatever else. So, yep, cue music, bye for now.